We're going to be taking a look at Stranded Deep today. The devs said that this game is now feature complete, so let's have a go. Now, this is the first screen that you come to. So you've got these options: play, play online, change save slot. So you've got 4 available save slots here. So we're in slot 3. Now you've also got this cartographer, because there is a map in the game. And if we just click on that, then you can zoom in and out with the mouse wheel. But this is the map that we've currently been dealt. So as you can see, there are a lot of islands. There's large islands and there are small islands. You can just about see the difference on this map. These are the large ones and these are the smaller ones. And we always start in the center here. And the only way to access Cartographer is to log out of the game and then to go back to that screen that we were just at and then click on Cartographer and it will show us where we are. And your current location will always be signified by this red circle. So if we were up here, for example, this would have a red circle around it. So the red circle kind of follows you around. So you've got these boss icons here, 1, 2, and 3. And the way the game works is that you have to kill these 3 bosses eventually. And they all drop something which enables you to go to this ship icon here. And you can repair a plane there and fly away from the game. So the maps are randomly assigned, so you won't necessarily see this one. You can change it, but they're all largely the same. They have the same number of islands, they have 3 bosses, and they have the ship to get away. It's just that they're all in different locations. So if we just go back, for example, and then we go play, we can go new game. So if we chose the existing world, then we would be playing in that map that we just saw. If we go random, it just deals us another map, which will, as the name suggests, just randomly reorganize all of those things that we just saw. So male, female doesn't make too much difference. So let's start. So we start out in this plane. Now you can escape from this cutscene if you just press and hold escape. But let's just see the cutscene through. So plane has crashed and we're in this situation, and there's nothing we can do here other than just WASD. And you get that message in the top left there, get to a life raft on the surface. So again, there's nothing we can do, we just exit the plane here. There's the life raft right there, we just swim up to it and the game begins proper. Done. And into day 1. So you always start in this situation here, where you're in this boat, you've got this shark swimming around, and what you need to do is you just press E to pick up the paddle here. And then you look at the lifeboat and you hold E, and it gives you operation. And it's just WASD to paddle into the island. So the starter island always has the same resources, but you may see a different configuration in terms of the boats around the island, depending on what world you've been dealt. So once we're at the island, look at the life raft again, press and hold E, put the paddle back because we don't need it anymore. Now this will float off. You need to hold the right mouse button here, drag it up, and then it's safe. So controls. So firstly, tab shows you your inventory. We don't have anything right now. If you tap the C key, it brings up the main menus, and we're going to spend most of our time here, tools and structures in the first day, but we're also going to go here on stage, which is consumables. Left mouse click on that because we want to make this coconut flask once we have the resources to do that. If you hit the F key and hold it, it brings up your watch, which shows you your health, hunger, thirst, and exposure to UV at the bottom. If you left mouse click, you can cycle through the 3 available screens. There's all the skills we have at the moment, which is nothing. Third screen gives us our status, which is healthy, and then back, 4 screens, statistics, and then back to the original screen. Also, if you press and hold the C key instead of just tapping it, you hear that noise if you've got nothing in inventory or nothing immediately in front of you that you can make anything with. if we look at the stone here and press and hold C, then it says that we can make this stone tool because we now have something in our immediate sightline. And let's do that. Now, you always find 2 pieces of cloth on each island. So let's pick those up because we will need them. The only other things we're going to need are sticks and stones, but also these things here, the palm saplings. And we're going to start by needing 4 of these. That's 2. 3. And there's our 4th one. So if you press and hold C again, you'll see that we can now make this thing called a lashing. So we're going to do that there. Left mouse click. We could have also seen in this menu, if we tap C, that it takes 4 of the fiber sleeves to make it, which is what we just picked up. So then we just continue with the sticks and stones. Everything else ignore for now. There are a few things we want to make on the first day, and it's all sticks, stones, and lashings. So that's all we're going to pick up. So let's just go around the island. And of course we needed those 2 cloth as well. Another thing we can do here is, because we have the lashing, we also picked up a stick. If you press and hold C, you'll see that we can make a refined knife. So let's do that. Tap C again, and here's what we just made, using the stone tool that we had on us, stick we picked up, and the lashing that we made. So continuing on, let's just equip that. So now it's only 1 hit with the fiber sleeves versus 2 previously. Again, just ignoring everything apart from sticks, stones, and the lashings for now. We can clean up everything else on the island later. But as mentioned, there are a few things we want to make, so all we're doing is going for the resources that we need to make those things. And here we are back at the boat. So we can dump some things off. Let's just move this out of the way. Right mouse click again. So if we just go to our inventory here and we select sticks, for example, what we can do is press the Q key to drop one, back up a bit. Now press and hold C, and you'll see this icon here with a blue circle. That tells us that these are stackable items, and we can make this pile here. So let's do that. Then we go tab, and we can put all of our sticks into that pile. And we can do the same with stones as well. Just drop one Q, press and hold C, and it gives us the icon with the blue circle again, which tells us that these are stackable. So let's do that. Put the pile there. And we don't need to carry these either. All right, now one thing we are going to want to make, if you just tap C here and look in tools, we're going to want to make a crude axe. Now, a crude axe is going to cost us 2 stone tools, a stick, and one of these lashings here. So we're going to make 2 stone tools. Press and hold C. There's 1. There's 2. Just tab there, take a stick. All right. Now let's just re-equip our refined knife. I'm also going to take this PP plant actually, because we are liable to get poisoned at some point, infected. And this is the key ingredient to make the antidote if we get poisoned. Now, just re-equipping this. There's one we missed. Take that. So what we're now looking for is 3 of these things, yucca trees. There's another one of these. Pick that up. So we cut this down here. It's going to give us 6 fiber sleeves, and it can be a bit of a pain going around trying to find them, especially as they're kind of camouflaged there. So the best thing to do is just press hold C and make the lashings. And it uses all of the fiber sleeves on the floor there. There will be 3 of these, and we just do the same thing with the other 2. 1, 2, and here's the 3rd one. So now if we press and hold C, because we made those 2 stone tools, we should see that we can make a crude axe. So let's do that. Equip it. And we're going to want some sticks. Just check inventory, we've got plenty of room. So you've got these ficus trees here. Now if it's just got one straight trunk like that, this is only going to give us 2 sticks. But you want the ones here with multiple branches. This will give us 4. So it's more efficient to cut these down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's another one with multiple branches. 1, 2, 3, 4. But this one has multiple branches as well up the top there. So this will give us 4 sticks. Let's check inventory, not full yet. So here's another 2 which will give us 4 branches. Okay, got room for the next one, so let's do this. We need more sticks, we can come back and cut down the small trees as well, but I think this is probably enough to get going with. Okay, I'm back to our boat. Just checking we didn't miss anything on the way. Like that. Okay, I need to cool down, so if we hit F, it shows you that the black bars at the bottom there are all gone, which tells us that we have sunstroke. It doesn't seem to do a lot of damage though, so we're not particularly worried about it. So let's just equip a stick. Go up to our stick pile here, press tab. We'll try that again, press tab, and then we can put all the sticks into our pile there. And we can do the same with the lashings that we made. So Q to drop, press and hold C, and it gives us the blue circle again, so we can make a pile of lashings as well. Alright, so now the first thing that we're going to want to make is we need to satisfy 3 things, typically in pretty much all survival games. That's hunger, thirst, and shelter. So thirst. So if we go into structures here, what we're going to see is that we want to make this water still here. Now we have everything we need, but we need a palm frond, and we also need this coconut flask. And the way to get that is to cut down a palm tree. So let's go do that. So I'm just going to grab that coconut. It will fall from the tree when we cut it down anyway, but that way we don't have to go rooting around for it. So there's our palm tree. So right mouse click, right mouse button, drag it over. And what we want is this thing at the top here. This is going to give us the leaf that we want to make that water still. So it's going to drop 5 in a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we should have everything we need except tap C, go into consumables, make this coconut flask. Tap C again, and we should find that we have everything we need to make the water still, except for it's gated here. So we need to get our crafting skill up. Easy way to do that, press and hold C, and make a crude spear. Done. Just park that there for now. Tap C again, and we can now make our water still. So the way the water still works, you've got 4 slots at the bottom there. It comes already filled with one of the 4 slots. You can fill it with palm fronds, or you can fill it with fibrous leaves. Now we're going to use palm fronds because we want these for lashings right now. So that's number 2, 3, 4. We can drop the other one for now. And then this will slowly give us water at the top there. And it will give us 4 drinks. If you press F, we can see that we are almost 4 bars down on the water there, the 3rd icon down. This will eventually give us, let's take that 1 drink there. So now we're 3 bars down. We're also 3 bars down on food. So we are going to cut down 1 more palm tree because we're going to need some more of those leaves. Let's do that. Don't need the coconut. Okay, so there's some more leaves when we need them. So one other thing that we're going to do now is we're thinking about food. So press and hold C, and you should see this thing here, a crude fishing spear. So what we want to do is equip that, and we're going to go get some sardines. There's one, and we want 15. 2, 3, 4. So these things you have to be careful of. They're the things that poison you, and you just want to avoid them. They don't move. You can't kill them, you can't move them, you can't do anything with them. So that was 6 fish to get a level up in hunting. There's another one there, avoid it. Unless we want to get poisoned. So we need 15 to get a level up, another level up in hunting. So I think that's 8. So 9, 10. So as well as avoiding those things that poison you, don't go too deep or you might meet a shark. We don't want to do that. So we're almost there. Because a slightly higher hunting skill means that when we go shark fishing later, there you go, that was our 15. When we go shark fishing later, it's going to take less spears to bring them down. But we could have also killed these guys here to contribute to our 15. And now we just drop all the food. It doesn't go bad when you drop it on the floor like that, but we do need a fire, so let's tap C again. So you're going to start up here with this basic fire here, which takes 4 sticks. And let's put it there. Now if you tap C again, we want a fire pit. So it's using those stones in front of us there. Add that. And then what we want to do is you've got a choice here as far as which fires. You can go for a fire spit here, a hobo stove, or you can go for a smoker. This is by far the best one, so that's what we're going to go with. So Q to rotate. I think it just means that there are a couple of things too close. It won't allow us to have certain placements there. All right, now what you want to do is you just go up to your food. And we have the knife on us, so we just press E, hold E to skin them. And we want 6 of these. But that's our 6 pieces of meat that we've just picked up. So now what you do is you go up to the smoker, equip the meat, and you just point at one of the uprights here and hold E to attach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the top and 1 in the bottom, which is why we got 6. Keep the sticks in front of you, press and hold C, and then what we want is this kindling, because we need to be able to light the fire. So hold E to light, and then you have to kind of right mouse click alternately, and it does this, and we're lit. Now the kindling we don't need anymore, so you just drop it next to the fire. Whenever you need to light the fire, then we have the kindling right next to it. So that's our water done. That's our food done. Now this at the top here, it will eventually smoke. And once food is smoked, then it lasts forever. This one down here will only cook. Once it's cooked, it will go bad in a day or 2. Now the last thing we need is shelter. That's our water, that's our food, and we need a couple more of these, which is why we chopped that tree down earlier. So let's pick up the 5 leaves here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we have the stones, we have the sticks in front of us. Press and hold C and the lashing if we need it. Actually tap C, it's probably easier, and then we're in structures. You just go to the top and you see shelter. It takes 3 sticks, 4 of those palm fronds, and 1 lashing. It doesn't matter where we put it. There's good enough. And once you have a shelter, you've got the options to sleep and save. You don't need to sleep, but if you hold E, then you can save the game right there, so that all the progress to date is now saved. And done. That's all of the core things done today. So if we press F now, press and hold F, you can see that we're 3 bars down on food. Now as soon as this delivers, we'll be good on that. Not cooked yet. We'll eat when it is. That bell tells us it is cooked, so there's 1, 2, 3. So equip the cooked food. 1, 2, 3. Press and hold F. That's our hunger done. Now thirst, we're 4 bars down. Was it 4? Yeah. So there's 4 drinks right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go, full stats. Now this is empty. We need to keep this full. So what we could do now is cut down another... Well, let's just add these 2 last ones, but let's cut down another palm tree so that we have more water incoming. So that palm tree now cut down, and we picked up 5 more leaves. So what we can do is just fill this up. What we can do with this is Q to drop, press and hold C, and then we can make one of those piles with the palm fronds. So they're there when we need them. But we can also do this with the fibrous leaves. Actually, no. Let's press and hold C, and let's use them all to make lashings. So that's the main need that we have. So there's our lashing pile. Go tab. 1, 2. Now, this is smoked at the top here. So we can drop this on the ground. It will last forever now. Whenever we're hungry, we can just come back here, and we can do the same with another. We can find our food wherever we dropped it. Where did I put it? Oh, there it is. So we do 6 more skinnings, put some more food on. Actually, I only did 5 skinnings there because I only wanted 5 pieces of meat, because what I want to do is just put 5 more pieces on the top here, already to attach. And then we can just leave that running. Those 5 will then smoke, and once it's smoked, as mentioned, it will last forever. So you've actually got a choice now. What we want to do, if you tap C, our main requirement now is we have these crude spears that we can make. Now, it's going to take, I think, 9 or 10 of those to bring a shark down right now. So one of the things that we're going to want to do is upgrade those, if you just go into Tools, into Refined Spears, because they do twice as much damage, but we need leather for that. Now, we can get leather by killing sharks, so we're going to have to use the crude spears to begin with. And it's going to, as mentioned, it's going to take about 9 or 10 of them to bring them down. So what we're going to do is just make, we've already got 1, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We already had 1, so we need 1 more, right? 12, pick this one up, done. So now in our inventory, we don't need this anymore, because that's just for killing the sardines. Again, just back to inventory. So we have all our spears ready, we have our knife, and we have our crude axe. That's are good. So we got a choice in that to get the leather, what we're going to have to do is make one of these guys here. And that is a tanning rack. And that's going to take 4 lashings. And that's our limitation. We've only got 3. Now, the fibrous leaves will respawn on day 3. So we could hang around here and kill sharks on our home island. Or we could do this, and that is the key above the tab key is hands-free. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take off to another island and then come back either tomorrow or the next day. Because then we'll have, firstly we'll have more leather, but we'll also have all the lashings here will be, or rather all the fibrous leaves here will have respawned, and we'll also have a bunch from the other island as well. So this is kind of optional to do this, but we'll do it. And as before, just operate. And remember there are 2 types of island, the large ones and the smaller ones. That didn't work, so if you get stuck like that, just drag it out into open water. Okay, let's go again. Now that island ahead there, it's got this huge rock structure sticking out. Now that has some enemies that we don't necessarily want to be facing right now, so we're not going to bother. We're going to go off to this one here, which is a smaller island. That is going to have a couple of enemies that we haven't seen on this island, but we'll deal with them when we get there. So coming in on the island now, you can hear that battle music in the background, which tells us a shark is on us, but it's not a problem. And same routine as before, just put the paddle away. Now this is go hands-free, which is the button above the tab key. Right mouse. Alright, so let's first deal with the enemies here, and you've got one there, which are these large crabs. It's usually two, sometimes one. If they have their back to you, it's easy, you just stab them. 1, 2, it's going to be 6, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go hands free again. And that's going to give us 2 medium meat. Now the medium meat will fill up 3 of our hunger bars there. We're not hungry anyway, but so now just look for the other guy. There's usually 2, not always. Because once he's out the way, then we're in the same situation as we were with the first island, and that there's nothing here going to attack us. We just have to watch that we don't step on those things that poison us. So it looks like there's only 1. It's usually 2. Yeah, I'm not seeing a second one. Alright, but if they're facing you, they will chase you, and it's kind of a timing thing. As they get close, you just stab, run. He gets close again, stab, 2. Gets close again, stab, 3. And as we saw, 6, and it brings him down. So now we're going to do exactly the same as we did on the first island. We're going to cut down all the palm saplings here, pick up all the stones, sticks, etc. And then we're going to create the 3 stations that we did on the other island, which is basically water, food. Start doing that now, actually. And also shelter so that we can save the game. So I'm going to end the episode here because by the start of tomorrow morning, what will happen is we'll have all the 3 stations up here. We'll have our food incoming, we'll have water incoming, and we'll have a shelter where we can save the game, and we'll be in a position where we can start to hunt for sharks. And we'll do that at the start of episode 2. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you for the next one.